What's going on, guys? Mike Provost here, and today we're going to make a video about the keto diet. Going over how to build muscle on the keto diet. Is it safe? What to eat? And my personal experience with it, because I have done it, and I'm actually a huge fan of the keto diet. I think it's very easy to understand and stick to for beginners. And so I'm going to start with the history of the keto diet. I did print up some facts about it, some stuff that I didn't know, and throughout the video I'll go over some stuff and how it pertained to me with my experience. So the keto diet, or the ketogenic diet is its full name, became popular as a therapy for epilepsy in the 1920s and 30s. It was actually developed to provide an alternative to fasting. And fasting was the original medicine to help with epilepsy, and then the keto diet actually kind of faded out once they came out with more medications, and then they started using medications instead of the keto diet. Now they actually found that the medicines were less effective than the keto diet in children and elders, so they did go back and give them the keto diet as the alternative. However, medicine has taken over, and that's like the main thing. No one really talks about using the keto diet or natural cures anymore. I mean, obviously there's way more money in the pharmaceutical companies than there is going to the grocery store and being on a keto diet. So a couple things about the keto diet. They actually have done research and found that the keto diet can actually delay the effects of aging. The keto diet can prolong life and improve memory and physical functions. It can improve memory because instead of using glycogen as your energy source, you're using fats, and fats are a lot easier for your brain to use than the breakdown of carbohydrates and everything. And so I actually personally have noticed on the keto diet, before I even did this research, I had told my fiance that while doing the keto diet, I just felt like more aware, almost like I felt smarter in a sense. And come to find out, it was just the clarity, and I mean, of course I was eating a lot healthier, so my brain could function a lot better, and I got rid of all the junk and everything. So it's pretty cool to find out that that actually has been proven to be a factual statement. So let's see. So what exactly is the keto diet? The keto diet is a high protein, high fats, low carb diet. Your only carbs really coming from vegetables like broccoli, or your leafy stuff like spinach and lettuce and stuff like that. Fruits really aren't the best on keto diet because they are high in sugar, dextrose, so it breaks down very easy and it can spike your blood sugar levels and take you out of ketosis. Let's see, by lowering the intake, ketosis. What is ketosis? Ketosis is a natural process where the body initiates to help us survive when food intake is low. During this state, we produce ketones, which are produced to break down, which are produced from the breakdown of fats in the liver. So when you stop intaking carbohydrates and you're just intaking fats, the body realizes that, and it starts using the fats that your body has stored and the fats that you're intaking as your main energy source, and those are ketones. Which your brain uses a lot better than the breakdown of carbohydrates. And then it says, when you overload your body with fats and take away the carbohydrates, it'll begin to burn the ketones as a primary energy source, which I just said. Optimal ketone levels may offer many health, weight loss, physical, and mental performance benefits. Some of those benefits being, let's see, obviously the weight loss. Now, weight loss is for a couple reasons. One, people that are on a keto diet, being on a diet in general, usually a diet is in a sense of having a restricted amount of calories compared to what your daily average was before starting the diet. But like the more scientific version of the keto diet and how it helps you lose weight loss is because the keto diet essentially uses your body fat as an energy source. So there is an obvious weight loss. On keto, your insulin, the fat storage hormone levels drop greatly, which turns your body into a fat burning machine. That statement's a little far-fetched. You're not going to just be melting off the pounds, you know, day by day. And so I don't want you guys getting that in your head that your progress isn't as good as it should be. And when you start the diet, you're going to notice that your weight will drop quicker. And then the longer you're on it, it may slow down just because your body is adapted. And then maybe it's time to swap your diet and do like a fasting or some other diet, maybe carb cycling, which is a little more advanced, and I'll make a video on that later. So keto naturally lowers blood sugar levels due to the types of food you eat. Studies even show that the ketogenic diet is a more effective way to manage and prevent diabetes. So for diabetics, which I have actually dealt with, I dealt with a guy down in Texas when I was living down there. He came to me and asked, you know, he wanted to be on a diet. He was training regularly, not to be like a bodybuilder or anything, but just to stay in good shape. And he actually got diagnosed with diabetes type B or type 2. And like, I know it sounds crazy, but I had him just do a keto diet, and we were only a month in, and he had to go to his doctors regularly because he was like a new diabetic. I don't know much about like how they do all that and stuff, and like being, you know, diabetic and how they keep up with their tests and stuff, but he did tell me that his doctor said that his like levels are way better than when he started. So that was just a month of being on keto diet, and he had already seen improvements in his blood sugar levels or whatever it was. So some of the other benefits are the mental focus, which I talked about. Your brain can use the ketones a lot more efficiently. Increased energy and normalized hunger. So I just want to say, when you start the diet, some people, it can take up to 2 weeks where you just are down. I mean, like physically, not really emotionally. At least for me, I didn't have any emotional side effects from it, but your energy levels are just plummeted. That's because your body's still converting and learning how to use those ketones, because you just took away what your body's been using for maybe 20 years or however old you are, if you've been using, you know, carbohydrates as your main energy source, and now you just swap it and it's just using ketones. So you may have a little bit of a crash at the beginning, but if you can just stick it through and know that that's a side effect, you'll notice that you actually do have better energy levels. And what they mean by normalized hunger is like just you have a constant appetite throughout the day, nothing that's overbearing, but you just have like a healthier appetite because it has increased your metabolism. It also does say that fats are shown to be the most effective molecule to burn as fuel. It's the most efficient. So what else? Cholesterol and blood pressure. This is something that I didn't know. A keto diet has shown to improve triglyceride levels and cholesterol levels, most associated with arterial buildup. I probably said that word wrong. Just deal with me. I've been on contest prep for months, so I'm not all there. But anyways, more specifically, low carb, high fat diets are show a dramatic increase in HDL and a decrease in LDL particle concentration compared to low fat diets. So when they tell you fats are bad, that's not necessarily true. You just have to have the actual right fats. And some of the right fats are things like avocados, olive oil. They even say cheese, but don't get carried away with that, because cheese is something that you can use on the keto diet, but again, it's not necessarily the healthiest fat. But some of the things that you should eat are obviously your meat sources, so like your fish. And if you're trying to stay on the healthier side of keto, yes, keto is healthy, but to even advance it a little more, I would stay away from the red meats just because it does digest a little slower, stores in your stomach, and you can't use it as effectively as, like, say, chicken or fish. But anyways, your meat sources, it says cheese, oils, fish, eggs, very low protein products, which the company that I work with, Performix, they do have a lot of stuff that has a good amount of protein and low carbs, and I know that, like, I'm with that company or whatever, but their stuff, it really does taste good. They got like a cinnamon crunch protein, and it's so good. And then they even have cereal milk. I think that's what it's called, their protein flavor, and just like the name, it literally tastes like the milk at the end of a bowl of Lucky Charms. And actually they have Lucky Charms flavor too, so. Oh, and if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, and you're looking, you know, to get some free stuff, which I'll be giving out some Performix products next month. But my last giveaway, I gave away some of these hats on my Instagram. All you got to do is follow me at @TheMichaelProvost, and just keep up and just check in on my page and stuff to see when I have some more giveaways. But anyways, some of the foods that you shouldn't eat are processed foods. But even if you weren't on the keto diet, excuse me, you should still stay away from them as much as possible because of the amount of hormones and everything that they add. So processed foods, sugars, grains, and even vegetables and fruits. Now, I know in the beginning of the video I did say stay away from fruits, but vegetables would really be your main source. And I'm just saying that in the fact of, like, if you do have cravings, like, eat a bell pepper or something. Bell pepper is pretty sweet, it's juicy, it's not very high in calories and not very high in carbs. And if you do have salads, use like spinach and stuff, because that's very dense. You could eat cups full of spinach and you'll still be in ketosis. But yeah, so stay away from processed foods, sugars, grains, and vegetables and fruits. The vegetables, I'm a little iffy on even agreeing with that, kind of, because I mean, if you're smart about it and you use spinach and stuff to make salads. So anyways, like, I'm gonna give you an example of like maybe a day in the life of someone that eats keto. And like, breakfast would start out with just bacon and eggs, which should really be easy for a lot of people to enjoy. I mean, bacon and eggs is like a staple breakfast. I mean, you're missing the toast, but you'll get over it. A mid-morning snack, they say cheddar cheese, no carb deli meat. You could even make that a little healthier, and you could do like something that I've done when I did the keto was I would make those lettuce wraps, and that would be my wrap, and then I would just put like a little bit of meat, and maybe you could even throw a couple mushrooms in there or something, whether it be the turkey meat from like your local deli or something like that, or I don't know, chicken. You can just grind up chicken, make a little wrap out of it. And it says for lunch, like salmon and an avocado, which is really good together. I love avocados, and it's hard for me to not eat avocados. They taste really good to me. And like a pre-workout meal for people that are watching this that are gonna do it like in bodybuild, you could have like a whey protein shake before you go to the gym, and then throw in some creatine and BCAAs or something like that, which we do carry for Performix. And for people that, you know, don't bodybuild, like your dinner meal would be like maybe a steak with spinach and olive oil, or you could even do like a chicken breast. What did I do a lot? I mean, you could do chicken breast in another half an avocado or something, just to get some healthy fats in there. And then they say like a bedtime snack, just boiled egg, turkey breast, or maybe even like a little protein shake, casein protein. Or actually, I used to do, I used to drink the egg whites in the little green container from Walmart. I would drink that, add like a scoop of protein, and that powdered peanut butter. It's very low carbs and it tastes really good. And when you do get deep into any diet, I mean, foods just taste better and better. Like, yeah, you'll have some cravings in the beginning of your diet, but once you're deep into it, like, even a let's say, I don't know, a chicken sandwich like just tastes amazing, just because your taste buds are like cleared out from all the carbs and everything and toxins that you've been intaking. So how to build muscle on keto? It doesn't even necessarily need to be about keto. It's really anything. As long as you're intaking more calories than you're outputting, you're gonna gain mass. Now with a keto diet, it is a little bit harder, but there's no reason that you can't still gain muscle on a keto diet, and it's actually going to be lean muscle, because you're not going to be intaking two energy sources of fat and carbs, so you're going to be storing less fat and just only building the muscle part. Now when I did my keto diet, it was actually during a prep of a contest, so I did lose a little bit of strength, but that was only at the tail end of the prep. Most of the prep, I kept all my strength. And then, excuse me, once I got down to like 8% body fat and then below there, that is when I noticed I lost strength. But that's really mostly because I was so low on fat that just my energy was being used up every workout. Anything that I'd intake would just be used up for that workout. So for the people that are going to be trying this and building muscle, the biggest thing I can say is just add in a little extra fats, because when you're gaining muscle and you're not on a keto diet, what do? You add a little bit of extra carbs. Why do you add extra carbs? It's an extra energy source. What is the energy source beneficial for? Adding strength, because now you have more power, more energy to push in the gym, and then the more calories you intake, the more weight you're going to retain. So my answer to that is just increase your fats. Keep your protein, you know, about the same. I do the 2 grams of protein per 1 pound of body weight. So in my off season, I'll take in around 350, which is a little less than 2 grams per pound, but 350. And then as far as fats, I forget what they say for that, like, because I've never done this for actually building muscle, but again, just comes down to your calorie input and output. What else do I have to really cover? I mean, as far as like the history and stuff, that's really it about the keto diet. But my experience with the keto diet is I love it. It is like the best and easiest to follow diet in my opinion. And why I say that is because really, if you just look at the average person's plate, like what do we normally get? Like that breakfast, it would be the eggs, bacon, and then we'd have like toast or maybe oatmeal. All you gotta do is just not have your carbohydrates. And you don't even really need to get, you know, crazy with it and start weighing stuff out. If you just remember, don't eat any breads, any pastas, anything that contains carbs. If you just turn it over and read the nutrition facts and it does have carbs, if it's over like 5 carbs per serving, just get rid of it, because that's gonna add up to too much and it can take you out of ketosis. Now, if you go to Walmart, they do sell these little ketosis strips that you can pee on, and you can. Sorry, my video cut out. But anyways, yeah, you can go to Walmart and just get those little ketosis strips, and just make sure that you're staying in ketosis while you're on the diet. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions or anything, just comment down below. Thanks for watching my video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I mean, critique me, man. If you guys have anything that I could change or anything to help benefit you guys, just let me know. Thanks, guys.